And welcome back to the Angry Teacher channel. I'm Richard Williams, the Angry Teacher, and today I'm feeling silly. Oh my god, I'm feeling silly. I don't even know why. First of all, I got up early to make the videos because I do it right early Saturday morning. Today it is almost 10 o'clock. I just couldn't get it together, so I'm making it now. So for some reason I'm really silly. Got to put on my silly shirt. I don't know if you can see it with Sesame Street, and we're just gonna have some fun this video, okay? If you've been here before, thanks for coming by. You know I love you to death. If it's your first time, hit subscribe, peruse the channel, look at the playlist, and see which ones speak to you. And then become a part of the family. Subscribe, all right? In any case, let's get into the video. So, it's the end of the year, or the beginning of the year, whenever it is. You can use these activities, but right now it's the end of the COVID year that from hell, everyone's tired and you know, whatever, and kids are coming back in the building, which is kind of suspect. I don't know why some districts would have people coming in the last month of the year, but whatever. Kids are coming in, and a lot of states are loosening up their COVID restrictions, but these activities you can use beyond this year. You can use it this year for some of them, and you can go beyond and just act like this is a regular video for a regular year, okay? Not just COVID specific. With that said, I'm gonna give you some fun group activities that you can use. Let's get into it. Group ups. Number one, group ups. Let kids choose their groups. I do that a lot. I want you to be at your best. I want you to see how fruitful your groupings are. I don't need you to see how smart you are. So I let you choose your own groups. I let you see how lazy your friends are. So do whatever you want to do. Just choose the groups. Let's get started on the activity, right? So that's one way of having to group kids, have them choose their own. And group ups work for long activities. So I would prefer that you know who you're working with and you like who you're working with if it's a long task that goes beyond one class period or two class periods. If it's a very long project, then you know what? Choose a group with your friends so I know that the dynamic is already there and I don't have to force little Susie, who never gets along with anyone, to work with you. All right? So you won't be frustrated and she won't be stressed out and frustrated. We all get along and I get a product at the end of the period of time. All right? So group ups. Let them choose their own groups. We don't have to control everything. Number two, group by genre. For example, males versus females. Athletes versus academics, pros versus cons, and for the love of God, I meant pro something and con against something. All right, calm down. Have them choose their middle schools versus their elementary schools, or have, you know, we're middle school X versus middle school Y, and we're all from different ones, and because this, you know, we're in high school now. Or if they're in middle school, elementary school I went to versus the elementary school you went to. Height. Under 3 feet right here. Under 3 feet, is that even possible? Under 5 feet right here, over 5 feet right here. Likes versus dislike. For example, throw out a question. Vanilla ice cream. And if they say, you know, I hate vanilla ice cream, I don't like, I love vanilla ice cream, those are your two groups. Go find each other. Group by codes. What do I mean by that? Hey, I got you. Depending on the time of year. Halloween. Ghosts versus ghouls. Vampires versus mummies. Christmas. Santas versus the reindeers. Or the elves versus the reindeers. Animals. Whatever you're working on, let's choose aquatic animals versus desert animals, the cats versus the dogs, whatever you want to come up with. And GPA ranges between 2.0 and a 3.0 to a 4.0 on this side. You know, however you choose to do it, that's up to you. Colors, numbers, favorite sports, basketball, football. Whatever you guys choose, these groups need to come from them instead of, we can give them the titles all we want. And sometimes, you know, when I have them choose, sometimes I have them name their groups and they automatically bond through that experience because I never knew it took 30 minutes to choose. Granted, I never would have given them 30 minutes, but they would keep talking about the name of a group for 30 minutes. I just need something to put on the board so I can tally up the scores. That's it. Just give me a name. But they would take forever to decide on a group name. I don't know. Lastly, number 4, we can group by standards. You know what's gonna come, right? So we can have, you're talking about the standards. One group could be identifying it. One group could be the support of that standard from the passage. Questions, the main idea questions versus the point of view questions. You can use HOTS if it's an application question versus just an identifying question. So however you choose to group, let them know what it is, and so they take ownership of it. And for the most part, throughout the entire year or grading period or however long you have them, they will defend that group for the most part. A lot of kids would be, no, you're not a part of our group. You can't be a part of this conversation. We know what we got going on. Leave us alone, blah, blah, blah. It gives them ownership of the lesson and they take control of it. With that said, I also do that because I told you in several other videos that I lack novelty. It jogs their memory. When we're finally doing the assessment or we're reviewing for whatever reason, they will know, okay, that was when I was in the group that was identifying plot. All right, so use groups, they work. Right now I need you to go out there and be great. Go out there and just teach.